bright and shiny in the morning, okay? Hence why I do have my herbal tea. Now, family, this is the start of something that is new, that is dear to my heart, that I wanted to start doing in reference of an aspect of me giving back as well, right? The ancestors has been working with me, y'all. The ancestors has been working with me. And so I must continue to give back. I must continue to help and try to save the souls of those that are here on this earth. Now, within me doing that, some souls are already gone, right? And so those are spirit that I also work with. With working with spirit, they need to tell their story as well. Those that they said and that did do what we consider here on earth suicide. So with that being said, that message is always coming through from the other side, from those spirits that say, I just want to tell my story. They didn't know my story. They didn't know what truly happened. They didn't know why I did this. So that's why this segment is called Why, right? It's called Why. It's called Why, but the meaning behind the why for this segment is, why did they do it? Why did you do it? So we're allowing spirit in this segment, family. These cases are those that have been told to us that it was suicide, and we want to know why, right? So why did you do it? Tell your story. What's your story? Speak up, spirit. So that's the meaning of this segment, right? So all the cases on here, today is a Tuesday. I will probably be doing them on Tuesday, where I put out a case in reference of that person doing suicide, and from the other side, allowing them to tell their story, okay? So, also, if you have any notions in reference of doing suicide, I ask you, please, right, to contact 988, which is the number for suicide on any phone, or if you don't have that, just call 1-800-SUICIDE. The link will be below this box in reference of any help if you're having suicidal thoughts. I do a lot of shadow work. I've had suicidal thoughts before as well, right? But that's also in reference of, going through the things that I've went through in life, No one knows your story. No one knows what you go through. Okay, and I'm sure people can relate. But if you're having serious mental breakdowns and things of that sort, please contact 1-800-SUICIDE, all right? Now, everything that comes up in this reading is a spiritual reading. So it is all allegedly. This, I have to say it on this platform, is for entertainment purposes only. And please be aware of what spirit brings through. I have no control of what comes out in my cards. The divination of the cards is in reference of me speaking to the ancestors, and a bird just flew past my window, which they always do when I get in here in my spiritual space and I get to connecting with them. I've already prayed and meditated over my decks. I've already brought the ancestors in with my bell, as I normally do. You guys know I use my bell. And so spirit is here. That's my meditative tea. And so it is. So the first case that we're going to start on today, family, is a guy by the name of Shakur Steward. Now, I've already meditated over Shakur Steward. When I meditated over Shakur Steward, family, he came in reference of family. He came to me in reference of he didn't actually do a suicide, but this is just how he came to me in meditation. A little upset, even in the shower when I was meditating over him, right? A lot of deception, a lot of secrecy around his situation in his life. A lot of things were kept in, was hidden. Now, whether he was hiding things from others or others are hiding things about him, what I meditated about, family, was basically Shakur Steward. I don't know him from a hill of beans, okay, as they would say here in the country. What I do know, his story is he was from Oakland, California, and he was a producer in the music industry. That's as much as I know about him. I do know that he was dating Kim Porter when he passed, is what someone has said, or they have said in the media and in other places. You can go and check behind me. I'm not sure. I didn't even clarify that, right? I just pulled him as being one of the first here to do, because they said he did suicide in Atlanta, Georgia. So when I meditated over him, that was not what was said to me, but I don't know until I do the cards. All I can tell you is what came through in meditation, okay? Like I said, everything here is allegedly. But I do know that based off of me meditating, it's like there was some secrets that he was holding back, and somebody knew those secrets or the deception that was out there, and somebody took and unalived Mr. Steward, okay? And it was looked as if suicide. Now, it takes me back to thinking about a case that I have all over my channel, which is about Micah Miller. I don't know why she's coming through right now, but it was made for her to look like that as well, and the way it came out in the cards. So, as I stated, family, we're going to pull some cards and we're going to see what it is that the ancestors want us to know in reference of, well, no, what Shakur wants us to know, because this is specific to those individuals that I do the readings on. We bring them in, we ask for them to come in, and we ask for them to tell their story through the cards. Not us. It's not me, family. It's spirit. All right? So I'm going to ask Shakur Steward. I'm going to ask Shakur Steward to come through. And and family, y'all know I use my cards, words of truth, right? To get the messages. The words of truth are what it is. The words of truth, allegedly, right? Well, we all know what spirit does, and you've seen my work. If you haven't, please check out my readings here on the channel where I use the words of truth when I do victimized cases. Let me turn on my fan because I'm getting hot. Y'all know when I get hot, I start to, heat is in reference of spirit is here, right? So that's what it is. Let's bring in Mr. Shakur without any more to do, right? Let's Mr. Shakur Steward, ancestors, Mr. Shakur Steward, Shakur. Come through, Shakur Steward, come through and let us know what's going on. Tell your story. What do we need to know? Shakur, what do we need to know? Shakur, what do we need to know in reference of your passing? Okay. So already it's a lot being told to me, family, in reference of him being hiding things. Yeah, Mr. Shakur wants us to know, family, that the secrets is why he's not here any longer. Secrets, ancestors is saying, okay? Shakur, give me one more message out of this. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like Mr. Shakur definitely had some things going on that were not told, and I feel like that the things that were concealed by him, his shadow is what he was stating and what he's stating in reference to why he's no longer here. There was some action done, right? Somebody, and it may have been that either he invited somebody or somebody wanted to meet with him. But on that day, it was something in reference of someone meeting with him or speak, Shakur, meeting with him, contacting him, inviting him, preparing this situation for what's happened to Mr. Shakur Steward. Shakur, speak through the cards and tell us what's truly going on. Now, I have in reference of somebody's husband or boyfriend, may have been some type of secret relationship or some type of situation around a relationship with someone, and there was someone who took action that was either a boyfriend or a husband, and maybe Shakur was dealing with someone that's connected to that person, is what he's showing. But that person took action and completed the task, is what it's saying, is what he's saying so far. All right, now let's pull some words of truth and see. Now, when I did his numbers, it was a lot around secrecy is why he's no longer here. Let's see what Mr. Shakur states, all right? Shakur, speak through the cards. Okay. Are my cards upside down? Maybe they are. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Shakur, speak through the cards. Shakur, speak through the cards, okay? Tell us what you want us to know in reference to why you're not here. Okay. So I have corruption out the gate is what he's saying, okay? Which of course, that's what I told you guys from the jump, that it's something, it didn't feel like when I meditated over Mr. Shakur like he took his own life, and when I just was pulling on his energy and asking him, he keeps throwing out messages around a husband or a boyfriend, okay? Now, the first card that came out was conscious. So someone is conscious of what happened to Mr. Shakur. Somebody knows that about this violation, okay? Because violation came out underneath of conscious, all right? So there was violation that was happening or that happened in reference of Mr. Shakur. Now, the next card I got is cults, which cults can mean group of people. It can mean a cult. It can mean underneath of cult was blood, which means someone was hurt by this cult, or this cult induced someone in reference of some type of hurt, some type of harm, some type of kill. So that lets me know there. Beside that is virus and corruption, okay? So that lets me know with the word corruption beside the blood family, those are two cards in reference of he didn't do suicide, family. That's what he's letting us know. Now, the virus card makes me feel as if there may have been something that was planted. There's some type of disease. Virus is something you catch or caught. So maybe someone caught him. Maybe this cult, this group of people caught him. That was the virus situation. That is the corruption. There's something he's trying to say on the bottom of the deck around transportation, cars, planes, trains, ships, or helicopter was involved. Or maybe somebody came to him or got to him that way, or maybe something of that sort. But let's clarify what's here in reference of Shakur. Come through and clarify the message that you're trying to tell us of what truly happened to you, hon, in reference of why did you do it, or what happened to you. Tell your story. Why did you do it, or what happened to you? Okay, he wanted me. Warning. The crow flew out. So he's getting ready to let us know, and he's letting... Mm. Mm. Industry on the bottom of the deck. Clarify what happened to you, Shakur. What happened to you? Clarify the messages that you put out here, Shakur. Steward, we call you in and ask you. Conscious of the control. Somebody controlled, they are conscious. Someone controlled the situation. Okay? So the situation was controlled. Someone is conscious of this control over this situation. Serpent. Somebody who's living 2 double lives. Okay? Someone who's living double lives. They know exactly what's going on. They are controlling the situation. Clarity on the cult. Why is the cult here, Shakur? Why is the cult here? Clarity on the cult. What are you trying to tell us? What is your story around this cult, Shakur? Set up. Chosen. He was elected to be set up by this cult, this group of people. We've seen the industry. He's speaking, family. So he was chosen. He was elected for them to do this. They set him up. It was corruption in reference of this violation that brought harm to him. Clarity on the violation. What happened? Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story through the cards, Shakur. Tell your story, Shakur. We want to know what happened. There's a witness. A bond. Somebody witnessed, or there is a witness that had a bond with him of this violation. This violation was clarified by witness. Somebody seen, see how the witness card got the eyes? Somebody seen this violation. And whoever this is may have had a bond with him or had a bond with the person that did it. Clarity on the blood, Shakur. Clarity on the blood. Tell your story. Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story. Through the cards, love. Blood. Neighbor. Somebody in bond. Somebody in close proximity, and somebody who he had a bond with is who brought the harm to him. The blood. It was a neighbor. It could have been a neighbor, or maybe the neighbor may have witnessed it. It could have been someone in close proximity to him, or someone who had a bond with him created this situation, family. There is corruption. That's why the crow came out, because this is a warning. Clarity on the corruption, Shakur. And we're going to go back and see what else you want us to know, but clear up the messages that you have given us so far, Shakur. Clear up the messages you've given us so far, the corruption, the dark web. So with the dark web, family, this is the internet. On the internet, that is the corruption. Like, they put out the story on the internet, so that corrupted the situation, or that showed the corruption promiscuous because of his. Okay, so on the dark web on the internet, they put out something behind him being promiscuous, or saying that he may have been promiscuous and that's why he took his life. I know on the internet they did have a lot of stories, right? Because the internet can be dark. It can be dark, right? But it can also imply corruption in reference of him stating that on the internet they were stating that he was being promiscuous. So maybe they're saying promiscuous in reference of maybe why and what happened. Interesting. We'll go back and clarify. Virus. Why is virus here, Shakur? Shakur. Why is virus here in reference of your death? Virus. A male. Oh, pay up. A male that thought he owed them something or to pay up was the virus. Virus could be something that someone, okay, it's the same energy. Okay, so virus is the caught. Somebody caught him and thought that he owed or needed to pay them something or owed them something, a male. Okay, because a virus is caught. You catch a virus. So somebody felt like they caught him. Or the virus could have been some type of disease from a male. Maybe he got a disease from a male or got a virus from a male that felt that he owed them something based off of the virus or based off of something. Pay up. Male. Virus. A virus. Maybe he got a virus from a male that felt that he owed them something because of that. Interesting. That could be why we had the cult in the setup, because this person felt like they wanted to set him up because of what they felt that he owed them. Clarity on the crow. We need clarity on the crows, Shakur. Shakur, you gotta give us a little bit more clear messages. Give us, I'm gonna keep shuffling. Crow, what's the warning in reference of what truly happened to you? Tell your story. Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story. Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story. House. Something around the house. I know they said that he passed in his house or he may have done it at his house, but there's something around the house. Third party. The warning is he wasn't alone in that house, and it was behind some type of third party situation. Third party is communication. Third party is 3 people. Third party is infidelity. Speak, Shakur. Speak. So the warning is a third party came to that house, family. And that is where he left this planet. And it doesn't look like suicide if somebody set this up, family. And he's telling us it's corruption. He's letting us know that this was someone that either he had a bond with or someone who was close to him had a bond with. Somebody witnessed this violation. But someone is in control of the situation and is conscious of it. As I stated and as I meditated over Mr. Shakur, I told you it was something or someone, and I'm assuming it's someone connected to someone that brought him harm, that was a husband or a boyfriend. And we know with the third party coming up on the house, that it was some type of situation around that. Because he letting us know the warning. He may have even had a warning or was warned in reference to what was getting ready to happen at that house. That may have been the communication within that third party as well. We do know that this was induced by a man, a male. Give us a little more in reference of this blood and neighbor, which is someone who was close to you that had a bond with someone. But can you show us, Shakur, through the cards, clarity on the blood and the neighbor? Speak to us. Tell us your story, Shakur. Use me as a vessel in reference of our highest good, bringing you healing and love. We've seen you healing and love. We know that this hurt you, but we need for you to show us through the cards. Show us, Shakur, through the cards. Something about some transportation. Car, plane, train, ships, or helicopter is attached to this person. Transportation. And this person, y'all just see me shuffle these cards. This person had a bond with someone or with him. And this person traveled, or there was some form of transportation within his situation of leaving this earth family with whoever this was that had a bond with him or had a bond with someone he was dealing with in close proximity that brought harm to him, family. That's what he's saying. What's attached to the transportation? Clarity on the corruption, Shakur. Clarity on the corruption, because you're showing us that transportation multiple times. Actually, let's clarify the transportation since you're showing us multiple times. And I'm going to shuffle these cards so y'all can see them. Transportation, Shakur. You showed us transportation a few times. What are you trying to tell us about that person that's had a bond, that has some type of transportation, or how they was transported to you? Because we know secrets kept coming out, right? Transportation is here multiple times, Shakur. So what are you trying to tell us about the transportation and that neighboring person, or the person that was either close to you or close to someone you know that brought harm to you? What are you trying to tell us with that transportation? Transportation, Shakur. Speak. Club. Group of people traveled to hurt him. There was a group of people or a club, which goes back to the cult. My cult and club card always comes out when there's multiple people. See, we have them both in his story, in what he's telling us. It was around a group of people. It was around a cult of people. Now, we've seen industry on the bottom of the deck earlier about this cult. So this club or this cult was a part of the industry, is what you're saying? Yes, a bird. The bird just flew right there on my thing. That's him. Okay, Shakur. Okay, babe. Okay, I got you. And they set it up. Whoever this was, is something around this club and the transportation. Either their transportation came to him this way and did the harm, but there's something around that, because hurt is on the bottom of the deck now. So this club is who hurt him. This group of people, this club of people, this cult of people. Give us the corruption. Give us the corruption, Shakur, in your story. Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story. Why is the corruption here, Shakur? Why is the corruption here? Tell your story, love. Tell your story. Tell your story, Shakur. Tell your story. Why is the corruption here in reference of your death? No. Hurt. Yeah, so he wanted them, they wanted him to stop something. They didn't want him to do something, so they warned him. And the corruption comes in that way. Also, he's saying there's corruption that is not right, that's on the internet, and that's what he's saying no to. The corruption and no. It's like, no, they hurt him in reference of that corruption. Clarity on the male that's here with the virus, the male and the virus. Shakur, speak through the cards. The male and the virus, Shakur. The male and the virus, Shakur. The male and the virus, Shakur. Innocent. So he was innocent and non-verbal, or either he may have been the male, or this male felt that he was innocent or is innocent around this situation. But this person is not going to speak. This person is not going to speak, or this person hasn't spoke about this situation. There's a male attached to this situation that may have even gave him something, or maybe he gave somebody something and he was innocent of the situation, but he may have not even known in reference of that situation, is what I'm hearing him say. But he didn't speak, or they're not speaking. Now remember, the nonverbal is the same color as the witness. So someone who's witnessed this situation or knows about this situation, is conscious of this situation and knows that it's being controlled, was a witness of this violation. They're not speaking. Clarity on the violation and the witness, Shakur. Clarity on the violation and the witness. Clarity on the violation and the witness, Shakur. Sex. The violation was some type of virus and missing. So, okay, so he's saying that there was some type of violation in reference of this. I think it was a disease given or something. Some type of virus was given through sex, okay, is what I'm seeing here. Or maybe that's what he may have had. Because remember, we had the virus over here with the male and the innocent. I feel like this male that's innocent and the virus could have been him. That maybe he had something and he didn't know, and he was nonverbal about it. And the violation that was witnessed was during sex or about sex in some shape, form, or fashion. Everything here is allegedly. Spirit is speaking. And this could have been something that was missing out of the equation or may have not been known. Clarity on the sex and the witness and the violation. So somebody violated you through sex, maybe, or you violated someone through sex, or someone set you up about that, or what? Can you clear it up, Shakur, in reference to what happened to you? Tell your story. Or is this something that's happened in your life? Tell your story. Why is your death? What was your death? Trust. Yeah, he trusted this person in sex, and it was an emergency situation that happened because he needed some type of emergency assistance about this situation that was around the sex, that maybe even a sexual partner that he trusted that witnessed the violation of this situation. Now, to spin the story back, it may have not been about any type of virus. It may have been that he was caught with this person, but he was innocent throughout it, right? That's how I'm looking at it. But whoever he had sex with and he trusted that person also was a witness of the violation against him in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? Let's wrap this up. Give us clarity on the crow in the house, though. Clarify that crow in the house again, okay? Because we're going to also clarify in reference of your story. Tell your story, Shakur. The house and the crow. Mind games. So they're playing mind games about the house situation because of him being promiscuous. He's trying to let us know this is around some type of sexual partner. This is around someone upset that was close and had a bond with someone he was close to that brought harm to him. This is about him being innocent. Him actually with a sexual partner. Someone is conscious of this and in control. Remember, I told you when I meditated over him, I got somebody's husband or boyfriend. Somebody violated him, and this corruption in the situation, family. This person may be in a group of people or a club of people or in the industry. He didn't do suicide. Because I have a suicide card in here. It hasn't come out. All I got is corruption. Set up, Shakur. Set up. Who set this up? Why do you have set up here in reference of your story? Why is the setup here, Shakur? Why is the setup a history? They have a history of setting people up for the greater good. Whoever this group of people is, which we seen was a club of people over here, which is listed as a cult here, set him up, but they have a history of doing this. So this is normal for them to set people up like this, or this is normal for them to set up to make it look like he did suicide. Everything's allegedly here, but this is the voice of spirit, okay? And they make it look like they do it for the greater good or because they were hurt in a situation and so forth. I'm going to pull some last cards from you, Shakur. This is your time. Shakur. Shakir. These are the last cards I'm going to pull for you to tell your story. Tell us in these last cards specifically what you want us to know about what they're saying in reference to why you're no longer here, Shakir. Please speak through the cards. Show us through the words. It's your time to shine. Speak through the cards, Shakir, in reference of what I pull out for us to know and what truly happened to you, Shakur. Speak, speak, love, speak, speak, Shakur, speak. Okay, here we go. It was bias. They know. They know. It's known. And they've been biased against him. But whoever did this, they know. What's on the bottom? Celebration. They celebrated this. They have a history of doing this. Yeah, they abandoned him. He was abandoned. It was trauma. It was not, it was trauma. It was trauma. Distance. Somebody traveled. Remember we kept getting this transportation on this club of whoever this was that came to him to cause harm. They traveled to him. There was some distance in between this situation and ascension. He's ascended. Yeah. Okay. So that is Shakir's story. Okay. We thank you, Shakir. We send you with love, peace, and healing back to the place where your resting space, which I know you probably aren't resting until this is concluded, but they kind of wiped it off, but we see what it truly is, Shakir. We ask that you get all the justice. We ask that the ancestors rally behind your justice. We hope that this is shown and told and spoken from you directly as it was today, using me as a vessel to speak through the cards. But as we can see, this was something in reference of a violation, corruption, set up. Doesn't look like it was any type of suicide. It's not what I'm getting, Shakir, and I know that's what you want it to be known as, that it was not a suicide. Everything is allegedly. This is from Spirit, and this is his story. Shakur Steward's story. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Peace. Make sure you guys, if you're going through these same things, the suicide line is below. I love you guys. Through the darkness to the light, please get help. But this family, this was not. I love you guys. Everything here is alleged in spirit. Peace.
Gratitude for the sunshine. Gratitude for the moonlight. Every day feels like a new life.